From the first milestone to the next, women's health and wellness have always been at the heart of innovation. At Alpha Startups Accelerator INNO for Her, we're empowering startups to shape a better future for women. Whether you're building solutions for menstrual health, personalized healthcare, or beyond, this is your moment to innovate. Every woman's journey begins with the milestones of growing up, like menstrual health. We're looking for innovations that empower women at every age. With the right solutions, women can take control of their reproductive health, from fertility to contraception. Maternal health is essential. Innovative solutions can make the journey from preconception to postpartum safer and easier. As women transition through menopause, innovative solutions are key to maintaining quality of life and empowerment. From wearable tech to smart health devices, empowering women with technology is the future. Are you ready to transform the future of women's health and wellness? Apply for the Elite Ventures Alpha Startups Accelerator in NO for Her. Join the accelerator to gain access to mentoring sessions with industry experts to guide your growth, support to help you reach product market fit and successfully launch, digital credits to kickstart your startup, fundraising support, connecting you with a network of investors.
Alpha Startups for Women!
Apply now. Registration closes on February 6th.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I think we will be starting our webinar. So welcome again to today's webinar. This webinar is in conjunction with Alpha South Inno for Her, one of the program and platform for innovator in femtech and female-focused solutions. So no matter which stage you are in, we are welcome your applications venturing into female technology solutions. So by launching Inno for Her Accelerator, we actually committing ourselves to bridge the gap for femtech sectors. So we are interested and looking for 6 key focus area of solutions, which are personalized healthcare, menstrual health innovation, menopause and aging health solutions, maternal care, fertility and reproductive health solutions, as well as wearable technology for women's health. So for today's webinar and discussions, we are privileged to have Anja Juliah from Athena with us, where we will dive deeper into menstrual health innovations. So when we talk about menstrual health, it's a critical and also universal topic. This journey actually experienced by every woman is far more than a biological process. So it's also a pivotal aspect of health dignity and also gender equality. For many unprivileged women and girls, menstrual health remains an underserved and stigmatized issue, and usually often affecting the access to education, work, and also opportunity for personal growth. So Anja, the sustainability development leaders with over 12 years of experience, who is also the social impact director of Athena Holdings, will be sharing with us about the needs and also challenges of menstrual health in a journey of becoming a woman. At the same time, she will be also sharing with us what is the needs and also challenges of underprivileged women and girls in Malaysia, in the community, where she will be showing us as well what is the gaps and opportunity to get. So without further ado, we will welcome Anja to share her insights on the challenges of women face throughout our menstrual journey. So over to you.
Hi, afternoon. Thank you so much, Nermin, for introducing me. And thank you to 137 Ventures for having me today. And I should just share my slide, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone had your lunch. And I was asked to share about story about Athena, where the main title is Addressing Menstrual Health Challenge and Empowering Underprivileged Women. All right. I'm Anja Juliah Abu Bakar. That's my real name. I'm a Social Impact Director from Athena Holdings Sdn Bhd. Well, before I start, I would like to share one of my favorite quote. That the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn, from American entrepreneur Alvin Toffler. And I guess it all relates to us. As an entrepreneur, we still have to keep on learning, because we need to be able to not only continue learning, but unlearn and relearn. because when for a college degree, for those who graduated recently, your college degree will expire in the next 3 years. It's like you buy a carton of milk where it has the expiry date. So same goes to your knowledge. You need to always upgrade, get a new knowledge and apply, and then relearn again. And so about Athena, let me just introduce about the company. We are a social enterprise that empower girls and young women through the selling of our reusable sanitary pads. Yes, reusable means it's washable and reusable. I guess way back since 2010, we have already support the circular economy. So this is how it looks like. It's 100% made of fabric. But it's not just fabric, it's a premium fabric. We use organic bamboo, and where it has very good absorption. A layer of bamboo equivalent to 5 layers of cotton. So you will find that our products our sanitary pads are very slim, very thin, because people will imagine it's so thick, but no, it's very thin, and it can hold 3 to 5 hours, and it can because you use and reuse, it can last 5 to 7 years, but normally we recommend only 3 to 5 years. And this is other range of our products. We have various sizes of sanitary pads. We also have diapers, baby diapers, adult diapers, incontinent pants. So there's some of the range. And recently we have launched our new product. Yeah, it's already available on our website. It's a feminine spray. It's like having a sanitizer, not hand sanitizer, but to that specific area. But how it started? I started way back since 2007, right after I read Blue Ocean Strategy, and somehow it's like make me thinking of like, hey, I want to do business. Back then I'm working with a multinational company in oil and gas industry. And I guess being travel a lot, I've seen so many, meeting many people and get to know a lot of stuff until I discovered about women in the US, moms especially, already use cloth diaper and cloth pads for their babies to their daughters. And it seems that they've been using it way early. And but the only difference is that they make the pads themselves. So I thought like, wait, this is cool, and this probably being I can turn it as a blue ocean business, because we can only find those disposable pads but not washable. So why not? So 2009, 2008, 2009, I started the business, but only online because I was still working. But in 2010, we won Malaysian Innovation Award. That's the first award introduced by MOSTI, Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. And we won under the women category. So that leads to me decided to resign and further run as a becoming full-time entrepreneur. But 3 months, the winning was in October 2010. 2011 January, I got featured, first time featured on the newspaper, and that's how the news spread. I've been invited by to be interviewed by magazines, TV, radios, and that's how it started. In August 2012, I got 3 pages covered by NST, and because it's nationwide, someone from Sabah somehow read about the innovation, about the product, and contacted me. And this is where the missionaries are. They are from Nabawan in Sabah. That's when I learned about there are girls who miss 5 to 7 days of school due to period because they are too poor to purchase sanitary pads. That was the first time I learned that pads is among the luxury item for them. And when I say they are from extreme poor, these are from the household income of below 300 ringgit. And 12 years later, last year, November, exactly 12 years later, I went back and do the same program with the girls there in Nabawan, same place. And this is how it started. I mean, like when we decided to sponsor in December, it arrived a week or 2 weeks before Christmas. And these are among our first products that we send there. And that's when I started to ask, what happened to this girl? I mean, like, do they do it on purpose, not want to go to school? And according to one of the teacher, that these girls, schools are like heaven. They always feel happy when they are in school, and not like other. I mean, like teenage in the city where they have luxury, like they have gadgets, they have Netflix at home. But these girls, they live in a hostel with very limited facilities, and schools is where they really like to be. But period is something that they felt like why they are having it and why it stopped them from going to school. And some of them are so creative that they use coconut husk or sabut kelapa and stuff it in socks as a substitute, as an alternative. But hey, it's not hygiene, right? And that's when I also found out and learned from UNESCO Institute of Statistics that back then we have Malaysia have 15,000 Malaysian girls miss 5 to 7 days of school, resulted to 60 days of schools absenteeism in a year. So what's going to happen? So in the context of social enterprise, we always see on the problem first. When girls have no access to sanitary pads, they miss 5 to 7 days in a month, result to 60 days of school in a year. And the outcome is that they don't have, start to not motivate to go to school. They have a low achievement, which resulted to high dropout rates for girls in school. And that was the time I also being introduced to a social enterprise model by the guru of social business himself, Prof. Muhammad Yunus. And a month later, January 2013, we launched our first girl empowerment campaign that we encourage, women out there to purchase a kit, where for every purchase, a kit, a set of pets will be sponsored. This is our first campaign. You buy a kit, it change a life. So for every purchase, a girl in need will be sponsored and give her the freedom she needs to get the education she deserves. And this is how, even since back in 2012, we tackled or combat period poverty. We tackled their monthly challenge by providing sustainable solutions. And this is a way in reducing menstrual poverty among the marginalized girls. So by having this info, I mean, why Athena decided to choose to switch from 100% profit making conventional business model to social enterprise. I guess maybe I understand the situation. I was a college dropout, but unlike this girl, I'm a city girl, and I know what I want. And I know that my study, but this girl, they don't have anyone to refer. They don't have someone to inspire them. So we wish in Athena to be that, to go and share with them about our journey and how it can inspire them to stay in school. I guess this is a time for us to take action. And 2015, we were introduced on this Sustainable Development Goal, which tighten up our purpose, not only the agenda on reducing the absenteeism among girls and encourage them to stay in school until SPM, but it also good for the nation. So it's all about achieving goals towards positive impact. And talking about positive impact, as a social enterprise, we are all learn about theory of change. This model, this process is not only meant for social enterprise. It can be used if you want to design for your CSR program or for your for NGOs, activists out there. It would be good if they understand about this theory of change. I can say it's compulsory. You need to know what is theory of change about. So it's all about seeding, you want to see something and have that belief, you already have the vision of it. So you do the seeding, and with the end of mind, you have this image, you have this vision about what kind of tree, fruits that you might have. And this is the template, how the theory of change looks like. It start with project, what kind of activity they're going to run, what kind of input that you need, what kind of activities, what's the outcome. There are short-term outcome, there are medium-term outcome. Long-term outcome is also known as impact, where it can be seen after a certain number of years, like 5 years, 7 years, it depends. Some might see the impact after 3 years. It depends what kind of activity, what kind of social change that you want to create. I will share later about Athena. So on Athena's theory of change, our project is called Girl Empowerment, and these are the input that we need. When we want to run our menstrual hygiene management program, we need to have the participant itself. We need to have partners like NGO, like individuals who can bring us to our participant. We need money, we need module, a venue to run the training, and so on. And what are the activities? So we address they attend our menstrual hygiene management program. We have lots of activities during that 1-day program. And we also do the distribution of sanitary pads, because we only choose distribute the free pads to those who really affected according to our partners, the NGOs. And in fact, some of the women agencies, state agency approached us, and they also discovered some schools in the rural area who have these issues. So that's how we came to know. Sometimes we look up, but now there are many, NGOs that approach us with the evidence. There's girls who miss school for those who cannot afford to buy sanitary pads. And outputs is usually something that you can measure. Like the number of girls involved, something that is tangible. How many number of girls, how many hours that they will run the program, how long does it takes, and number of villages involved, how many villages, how many state, how many city, and number of pet distributes to this girl. Output usually tangible, but outcome is both tangible and intangible. For instance, right after the program, we do a quite quick survey, and one of the response is they feel so empowered, they feel happy, they're so proud when they learn new things, and they even now proud that they are born as a girl. Because some of they like blaming why they have to go through all this experience, why they're not born as a boy. To some extent, they feel proud now that they are born as a girl. And the other thing that we mentioned is that they switch. How we know that they switch? Because we do monitor, contact the schools, contact the teacher that in charge, especially the school counselor, even the parent. They contacted us because they said they have their daughter who received the pets, but then they want to purchase. Although the pet is quite pricey, it's around 250 a set, but it can last 3 to 5 years. So they have calculated. For example, in Malaysia alone, Malaysian women spend 200 to 300, depends on the brand, on sanitary pads. Not only pads, they have panty liners. So that's how we do. That's how we learn between 150 to 300 ringgit on pads alone. And what's about the long term, the medium term? Change of attitude. They are more attitude, like towards more having a positive attitude, attending school, how they are behave. This normally a response from the teacher themselves. And reduce number of reduce child marriage. This is among the issues that we are tackling as well, because we do accounted in certain areas, child marriage still exists. Sorry, I have to wear my spec. And for wider impact, They are start to socialize and more focused. They are now committed, and we also being reached out by the parent. On the wider impact, this girl stays in school, and we are so proud that 100% of these girls stay until SPM. That's already hit our target. And they are more clean, because they now are full aware about hygiene and number of pets removed. So for every 1,000 girls that we have sponsored and reuse and use our product for a continuous like 5 years, we have actually removed 627,000 of disposable pets to the landfill. So imagine for every 1,500, and to date we have actually sponsored more. We are more than 5,000. We don't calculate from the purchase of our customers, but we do monitor the usage from our beneficiaries. So it's all having a clear vision, as well as you need to have a strategy. So Athena, this is what we see. We want to create a lasting legacy by building an impactful, sustainable, and profitable social enterprise. Because there's a myth, I can say there's a where people quite like saying, there's a saying say that, oh, you are social enterprise, you're not supposed to make profit. So how can we sustain if we can't make? Do we need to have very small profit? No, right? But we are clear on our social mission and our purpose-led corporate strategy. As a leader and the most innovative company, specialty in feminine hygiene products and services, while we contribute towards the social economic development. And to arrive to this, we need to have goals, right? So one among of the goals are to be clear which agenda from the goal from sustainable development goals that you want to achieve, because it's national agenda as well, our Malaysia's agenda. And ESG. What is ESG? ESG is environment, social, and governance. It's more on the operation, the processes, the internal. SDG is for us to reach for the national agenda, but ESG is something that we implement internally all our work process and activities. And I guess you are all aware about all these 17 goals, but as a, or maybe micro SMEs, we don't have to tackle all the goals. Enough you are tackling one goal. For us, Athena, because every goals they have 169 targets and 170 plus indicators. So you need to go through each of them, each goals, and what are the targets of this each goals. So we more focusing on 5.1 in reducing the gender the right for the girls. So you need to understand what are the challenges that you want to tackle and how it will bring good profit and meet your purpose. The other goals are for your business. What activities that you do, and most for me, for us in Athena, among the a must, you need to do this religiously is doing networking. This is one of the you need to have a funneling to create to get more customers. So networking is one of the ways that you can reach to get your potential customers. So I can share there's two ways of getting customer, but which way you want to choose? You want to be a farmer or hunter? Why? Because some you may meet some people, they are humble, they network, really get to know other people, but some they are hunter. They straight away go and upsell and sell. So people try to move away from this person. So as an entrepreneur, always be a farmer. You farm the relationship. Don't straight away you hunt them and get them to buy your product or services. So believe in you need to take time. That's why you need to continuous networking, because you need to have more, to meet more and more people that can which is become your potential customers. There are many ways you can there are other ways, but this is one of the effective for us in Athena, because when you understand your role, when you do farming, this is where you are, you know which one you want to when you pick or select an networking event, you need to know whether is it income reduced activities or income produced activities. So be mindful to when you want to choose what kind of event that you want to attend that leads to IPA. I call it IPA, income produced activities. For example, attending conference that related to your industry. Like for Athena, we participate in events like for lifestyle, health and lifestyle, um, um, anything to do with green environment. So we participate, and that's how we get more and more potential partners or even customers to Athena. So because you have very limited budget, you need to be clear whether you want to join this activity. Will it is it income reduced? Income reduced means you need to spend a lot, but in the end you you didn't receive anything. You know, right? Sometimes you need to pay for certain event, but then because you don't have a KPI, okay, this is another word. You need to know what's your KPI before you signing on. You need to do this networking at least once a month, but you need be clear who will attend this event, how you will benefit from this event, whether you want straight away customer, or is or is for your, you need resources, maybe you need partners, maybe from attending this event you manage to get partners, collaborating partners, for example. So what kind of network that you can participate? They are like a professionals group where maybe they have a monthly meeting or informal meeting. They also invite guest speakers, and for example, there's an event by Chamber of Commerce. There are many Chamber of Commerce here in especially in Klang Valley. Rotary Club, for example. I'm also a member of Rotary Club. Any of you members of Rotary Club? It's really good, yeah, because there are many professionals are there. Okay. So oh, we have a Rotary Club member here. um, it's a good for you to network with them. There are many professionals who also, join because they want to give. Because they are some of them almost to retired or already retired, and you actually there's a lot of things that you can learn from them. So you need to really careful what kind of event that you attending. Then there's a professional associations where it's sometimes specific type of industry, like for engineers, for doctors, for professionals. So what's the purpose? You want to have an exchange of information. You need to know what's new in your industry. So at the same time, you can also update about your business. In this like association, they also invite professional speakers, and I also belong to I guess currently I belong to 3 or 4 four associations, but more on entrepreneurship. Yeah. So there are professional association like for banking, accountants, doctors, architects. Maybe you have a reason why you want to involve in the association for architects. Maybe you have many potential like partners, collaborative partner. Maybe your industry is in interior design, so you need to be associate with architects, for example, so that you can maybe get some info about their project and where you can involve. See how you actually plan and know who are your, I call it power team. You need to know who are your power team. Power team means both of you, not from different industry, but have the same type of client. So architect, they are designing home, right? And they are doing the design, but because you are in ID, you can benefit from there. See, you can still have the same client, but the client will pay two different companies for two different services. Or doctors, why as an ID you need to partners or get to know more doctors? Maybe there are doctors who want to open their branch, they want to design their new clinic, for example. So so even accountant, even bankers, for whatever reason. So be mindful, be conscious when you are into this association. Again, you need to set your KPI and you need to also be able to offer something. You don't just get, but you need to prepare yourself. In what ways can you give benefits or something? It's not like win on your end, but win-win situation. The other party also will win. All right. On the other, okay, there's another is on online or social media network. This is where you need to know how to build your brand or credibility. And it needs to be highlight on maybe weekly basis, bi-weekly, monthly, depends. Because this is also, you need to be known, but with a strategy. So I guess for me, I use I'm only active in two media, social media, Facebook and LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is more on professional. I maybe out of 20, I will post one on my personal. The rest are all about my activities in business. But for Facebook, maybe 19 out of 20 is on personal. Once in a while, I talk about business. I don't really talk much about what I do in. Maybe sometimes some people, they maybe it works, but maybe it not works. But I also have my like professional Facebook page where I hire people to to update my personal professional FB. So you need to also build followers. So when you start giving input, like sharing some information, it can be information that informative for the entrepreneur, or maybe for women, depends. As long as this is how you want to build followers, by giving values. And there's also another form of networking group where they have strong contact. And this one normally is a paid professional group. Like I also belong to this group, and I paid quite high for the fee. It's an annual fee, and you have a monthly fee as well. And but you need to be very committed, because you already be in that network. And why I choose to be in this network, because it known globally. And I need to also, when I travel, I need to also get to know about the members from that country, the other country. So same goes like Rotary. I am now be able to get to meet Rotary members outside Malaysia. So you need to be wise. You need to be know why you join and how you can give back to the members, as well as gain something from that network. And I always believe in this situation, imagine this is you and the other person A. For you to grab that person's hand, what you need to do, you need to trust them, right? So when you want to build a positive relationship, this is very important in Athena, because my role, I'm the face of Athena. My two other partners, they are more, they prefer to be behind the scene, just do the work. So okay, Anja, you do your things that you're good at. And yeah, So I need to build I mean, people need to know me, but in a positive way. So I need to be connected to another person, maybe professional, well-known, not celebrities, but people in business. You need to be somewhere. I mean, because for me, when I mean, get to know other entrepreneurs from different industry, I actually learn about them, about the industry. So it's not about you, yeah. When you go out there, it's where you can learn, and unlearn. So you need to set your I mean, whenever you step into a networking session. So how when people see you, when you already out there on social media, people see you around, but not in a bad ways, but in a good way, in a professional setup, in a association. So they start to know you. The moment they see you, meaning you're already visible, right? And they start to like you. See, I put that like. They start to like you. So when people used to see you and now they like you, so what happened next? They start to trust you lah. I mean, like, they start to like you, to love you in a good way, and start trust. This is the most important thing in Malaysia. I can say the entrepreneurial world is small, so you need to be mindful. Yeah? I mean, like, be cautious of your activity, your action, because you never know. Kan? I mean, like, it's a very small community, so trust is the most expensive asset that you need to have. I've been in being as an entrepreneur for 12 years now, and I really trust focus on this. Not only you are seen, you are visible, people start to know you and like you, but gaining trust is the most expensive lah. And there's another question. What do you see this? This is money, right? But money from different currency. They are from India. You can see from Singapore, from China, from where? UK. And guess how many currencies are there in the world? Anyone want to Google? You can either share in the chat or maybe unmute. If no, okay lah. Let me just share. In this world, we have about 180 currencies, but only one currency that very important nowadays. You cannot afford to not having knowing this currency. Yeah, there are Singaporean currency, Malaysian currency, Indian currency, but this one you cannot miss. You cannot afford to even miss this currency. So what currency is this? Okay, this is what I call social currency. This is the most you can start business with. I mean, like, if you're good at something, probably you might not need any money to start with. Maybe you can teach someone, and someone would probably pay you, because somehow, oh, okay, I've seen this person been sharing a lot of things about sustainability, and I guess I want to learn how I can start apply my sustainability journey or ESG journey. Okay, you can pay me at certain for 1 hour, for example. See, I mean, like, people already see you, and this is leads to the formula. So be reminded that the formula is very important. I call VCP process. So you need to be visible. So you need to people see your credibility. This is how you can make profit. So these are all phases of networking. Importance of being visible. You need to be seen not only on social media, but also on network. You need to network. You need to find time, because you cannot only network within your circle. For example, I have many like mentees, those that I coach. She's from doing insurance. Some of them you need trust. They said, oh, I don't think I need more networking at the networking event, because we have our weekly meeting. For example, unit trust, insurance, they have their weekly meeting. Yes, I said, but you are network within your circle. Do you think your friends doing the same thing will recommend you any customer? No, right? But you are in that because you can learn something new about the product. But you need to be seen in different kind of circle because these are where you can get your customers. So see, not necessarily you already have your network. You need to expand. You need to see more people. But again, you need to be clear your KPI when you attending. So be selective of the program that you want to attend because some you need to pay and you need to also know lah the ROI kan. Alright, then that's where people see you are credentialed. You talk about the same, I mean like people known you as someone that credential. For example, when I'm actually happy and proud when, especially in Malaysia universities, when they are looking for social entrepreneurs, I would always been referred, especially when PhD student wants to do their research on social entrepreneurship, they ends up with me because they said, oh, they got my number from this lecturers, from this person. But sometimes I ask, what is your focus on industry, in a way that I also want to introduce them to another social enterprise because there's also another social entrepreneur that is also credible in that particular aspect that he or she wants to interview. So being credible means you want them to trust you, to know that you are the subject matter expert, not just simply call yourself as a coach or guru, but you are the practitioner and people know you are good at something. And last, this is where you can make profit. It takes time. You cannot today meeting people, tomorrow you get business. No. And for example, I back in 2013, one of my dream is to have AirAsia as my customer. See, having a big dream, but how do I get? I tried to so many ways to get to contact AirAsia until November 2015, where I had the opportunity to attend a conference by AirAsia because they are among the corporates that support social entrepreneurship in Asia. So I had the opportunity to attend the conference and I choose the front seat. Or of course, the first, second is for media. I sat at the third row, and I made myself visible because during the session, panel session, Tony was there. So sometimes I'm too focused. I want to be seen because there are about more than 1,000 people all over Asia were there. And how I can make myself visible? So the only tactic I'm teaching you the strategy is to ask questions because during that time when sometimes you don't have to raise your hand, you just stand up. So when the organizer, they saw me stand up, they just go to me and pass the microphone. So I took that moment to introduce myself before I ask the question. So the script is like, hi, my question is to Tony. Hi, Tony, I'm Anja. I run a social enterprise called Athena, where we empower girls and young women through the selling of our sanitary pads and tackle their monthly challenge. I mean, like, you need to have that 5-10 second pitch to introduce yourself so that you are not only telling Tony, but you telling the whole audience, the whole 1,000 people. That's how you want to get yourself being visible, telling them what are you doing, what are you good at. Then my question, Tony, I start to ask my question. Although the question is not relevant to the topic, but somehow it's on leadership. So just sharing question, yeah. I said, as a leader, when you make decision, I mean, leader make good and bad decision. But what bad decision that you have made where you get, I mean, like you don't get approval or support from your board members, but you decided to go ahead and just do it. So he said one of the decision that he made that received a lot of decline or not receive any support from the others is giving free tickets to Bali after the bomb of Bali. And what's the relevant? I mean, like, people try to avoid going to Bali after the bombing, and those who plan to go to Bali cancelled their treat. But because of the free seating offered, they offered 1 million free seating. It encouraged more people to book. Whether they want to go or not is a different story. But not only they make a lot of money from that selling, but people are talking about the beautiful of Bali. I mean, like people still go, oh, okay, it's safe, it's nothing to do. I mean, they are safe, they enjoy, and they are thankful for that free ticket. So because of that, it encouraged more people to buy. So I really like and that I asked the questions. Not only I learned something, but I achieved my goal to being visible on that day. And in the end, 2017, we managed to partner with AirAsia and for our products to be in AirAsia. So, see, I mean, like if you do it correctly with a good intention, somehow you will be able to get them as your. It's all about how you to create impact without borders. How for us through selling our products, to work with girls and women, we somehow lend to many corporates that wish to work with us. So just want to share a bit about the journey, our story as a in running our the journey of Athena. So it's all began after I met Prof. Muhammad Yunus. If you see that photo back in December 2012 and 2015, thanks to MOF, Ministry of Finance, who created found Magic, where we learn about social entrepreneurship, and that's where I found my 2 new partners that until today we are still together. 10 years already, and we got to learn more about social enterprise from Social Enterprise Academy South Africa. And this is how then we got nominated as Outstanding Asian Women Entrepreneur in Hanoi. Got the opportunity to be invited to Sweden among 7 other social enterprises from other countries. This is where I start to learn about because Sweden is also the most sustainable country in the world back then, 2016. And this is where I had the opportunity to talk about Athena, about social enterprise in Malaysia, to schools, universities, to corporates, and even to NGOs. We were there for 6 month program. And being also had the opportunity to talk to be invited to Vietnam, to Stockholm, even to the Oxford University, and public universities in Malaysia. So people ask, how do you get invited to Oxford University? See, I'm very opportunist. I enrolled myself in 2013 to become a mentee at Sherry Blair Foundation, where they have this program, mentoring women in business. So I applied online, and so I always share my whereabouts. I mean, in the business, because I enrolled for 2 years in a row to get my to be connected to a mentor. I got a mentor from India, from even from Nigeria. That's where I learned about the menstrual hygiene management. We finally together we designed our own module, but now it's more catered to Malaysian needs. And when they know about me being invited to Sweden, they said, hey, you are just like 2 hours journey to, then they invite me, and that's how I also got the opportunity to share about social enterprise in Oxford University. And 2017, somehow we got this top 10 Malaysian women social entrepreneur. 2017, I got invited again to Sweden to as a guest mentor, and I'm so proud because not on of the invitation, but one of my mentee, if you see first on the right, she's my first mentee way back in 2014, got invited in 2017. So I'm so happy and proud to be there because of the trust to be invited as mentor, and to see my mentee is there as well from Malaysia. So me being the first Malaysian and Nina being the second Malaysian. And these are the programs that we work with the students. And we've been like going from kampung to kampung, orang asli kampung, until one of the moms, she asked, Madam, we always see you come and teach the girls. When can you teach us? I said, what do you want me to teach? Because I'm not a trainer. And they said, no, teach us to be like you. To be like me, what? Teach us business lah. Oh, you want to learn business? I said, let me see how. But you know, I mean, like, pity them because they are so excited. They like, you come, we can cook something for you, but you teach us in return. So I said, okay lah, I invite few friends who want to go to this, the orang asli kampung, and go and start, teach them until the Ministry of Youth saw about our activity and they approached us to train the early youth. So talking about impact, this what I've shared earlier. For every 1,000 girls that we sponsored, we have hit about 500, almost remove disposable pads to the landfill. And then we were discovered by the Ministry of Youth. After they informed about us women, we got invited. Then Air Asia, because of the posters from KBS about us, they asked, hey, why don't you train women in Sabah? So they fund us to go and train for rural women economic empowerment. All these young housewives aged 20 to 30 to them start doing business and saving, have some saving. And because of that, I got invited to Amsterdam in June 2019, funded by FedEx and an NGO from US to talk about social enterprise to 43 women from 33 countries. And that leads to the invitation by Turkish Airlines wants me to train women, the same like the work we do with Air Asia, but this time they want us to come to Zanzibar. Never I imagine I can from the Kampung Rasli to Zanzibar to teach women on social enterprise. We train 10 NGOs, women NGOs, how they can turn NGOs to be to social enterprise so they be more sustained. And never ever I think that I got an opportunity to invited to house because of we do women. Imagine just after came back from malaria, and then the work got invited to White House, and in 2022, just before the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, I got contacted again by the British High Com that I've been selected out of 54 from 54 Commonwealth countries. Malaysia has been chosen and they chose me, and I was so like feel so I don't know to express, but to see that she managed to sign the certificate and it was done by the British High Commissioner. I guess that's all my sharing. I hope you have learned something from the sharing, and I may open the Q&A session.
Thanks, Anja. So anyone that have questions, feel free to drop that in the chat. Or else you can also unmute yourself to ask your questions.
They're from San Francisco as well.
I think I have just a short questions, right? So thank you so much for sharing your story. I think it's quite impactful that it has been more than 10 years that you are in menstrual health space. I think when we always talk about menstrual health, the products or the things that comes to our mind where to venture into is always just products, right? Either pads or a menstrual cup. So beyond product, any opinions from you? Where do you see opportunity for innovations in menstrual health education or menstrual health infrastructure?
Okay, because of us involved in working with the communities and talk about hygiene, this is where we come up with our new product, the feminine spray. It's like sanitizer, hand sanitizer, but instead you can just spray after you wipe everything, after you settle your business. And we started giving samples to our beneficiaries to get their feedback. And we see also there's an opportunity for us to sell the module because we've been started to ask how they can use our module, because it's very straightforward. We have various activities inside our module, and also because we are now moving towards sustainability. We have this opportunity to share how a business can you can enter the blue ocean. But attracting a new kind of a new segment of customers when you have applied the sustainability practices in your business. So I see it works, and I just share what we have applied to whoever interested to know more.
I think we also have a few
Yeah.
questions in the
So
chat.
from Sarah C, how do you navigate the initial challenge of building Athena? I can say there's a lot of challenge because I was like thinking, whoa, people might want my product. We won award. Okay, to being frank, award won't take you anywhere because in the end you need, as customer is king. Award is nothing. It's just compliment, acknowledge, but having award doesn't mean you can be successful, because running a business, you need to have that skill. Sales, another skill. Doing marketing, you have that. You need to have specific skill. But back in 2009, 2010, I do face challenge because I do open booth in bazaar, but people just look and say, hey, this is like hard for them. I mean, like people who buy only when they have really problem. They have skin problem that they see that this is good, but most of the people who comes, they just like, okay, they learn something, but they're not going to buy it. So the only thing that I tried is to have it advertised on to sell it on eBay. That was in 2011. And that's how I get our first customer from Australia. But back then, I'm not so good in putting the price. I still sell in ringgit Malaysian. But now we have one price when it's for international customers. But back then, so that's how they keep on purchase and become our agent, because the price is cheap. And that's how we start get customers from UK. And I start also try sell on Etsy.com, on AliExpress. So then I realized it works. I mean, it comes to that one conclusion. Oh, it's not about the product, but it's all about the channel that you choose. That's how I learned. I mean, because of that, we start to get more and to start to earn. In fact, my first corporate client we received is from France. That's how in September 2014, we managed to finally secure a deal worth value at 25,000 euro. So it's not about the product, but how you position your customer segment, and you need to be bold. You need to be somehow invest, ensure that the formula works. Okay, from Rotary Club. Do you find young urban women getting in reusable pads, or is it this more attractive to underprivileged communities due to income gap? Okay, 90% of our recipients are those from the rural and also the indigenous communities. Why we're not really into the urban women? Because they have the privilege, and it really make us, we really quite upset when we came back to do our monitoring. We came to know that, hey, they didn't use our product. They just received for the sake of the organizer, but in the end, out of 100, maybe 2 or 3 that use our product. So we decided we should focus more who really have the issues, working with this community rather than but if they are open to it, we are okay. But saddened to see that they didn't use the product. Okay, I hope I answer your question. Sarah C, what do you believe are the most significant barriers to innovation in menstrual health, and how can companies overcome them to create more impactful solution? Okay, I realized that when we this working with communities, we can see what are the needs of the community. This is where we see the opportunities to be invited to be part of a focus group discussion by some government agencies to the level of Ministry of Women, where we highlighted the needs of you need to renovate the school toilet, and in the girls' toilet to have one dry, like cubicle that only need to be used to change pads. So this is where I see we can be more push ourselves to be seen because of the work that we do, and because we didn't ask government money, like back then, and they hear our voice because there's evidence. So you have data, you have evidence, and they know that you are really working into it, and they start to hear you. So we see that because of our input that support by the data, so the government do something provide that needs to the school, some school. So how do you see technology and new product transforming menstrual health in the next 5 to 10 years? I guess you need to not only create, awareness can be done repeatedly every year, and maybe the new generation now they are being introduced to period menstrual cup. So maybe we see in the next 5-10 years when today the new generation be introduced cup, we may see the next 10 years the teenagers already start using cups instead of tampon or pads. I hope I answer you, Sarah. Last question. Besides menstrual health, what are some other critical pain points or challenge in underserved girls and women that you believe need more attention and innovation, and would encourage other entrepreneurs to explore? Okay. Again, you really need to know their needs. This meaning not necessarily money. Like other things that not that you think what they want, don't provide something that you think they want. You need to understand them first. You need to know the needs. And for me, for us, like for us in Athena, is to tackle on the education. It's still you need to tell them that there's many things to learn out there, and bring it to them, show it to them what is outside, what's happening. So, the outside of that their area. So it's not about us coming and teach something, but there's also other ways of learning. Shows videos, shows what happening outside, and in fact, even when we talk about climate change in a simple way, they also understand, and we tell them what's they play their role. So you need to use very simple, avoid any jargons, because when it comes to those young from deep rural, you need to ensure that in the end they understand and what ways they can also apply. Women can also need to be supported by, normally you will ask what they need. Yeah, I hope I answer you.
Okay. I think that's answer Sarah's question. I don't see any more questions coming in the chat. I think that will be all because we are also slightly over time for the webinar. So thank you again, your time and also your sharing, Anja, for sharing with us your story about Athena. At least you let the people who want to start some things to know what they need to take note, and also what they need to be equipped when they want to start some things and they want to start a business. So I think that will be all for today. For the people who are coming today, we will be sharing also the recordings afterwards. So you can have, if you wish to rewatch and revise, you can watch the recording. I think, but before we let you go, I think just a quick reminder again, right? So we are currently recruiting solutions from Afasa for her. So if you find something inspired or motivations from today's sharings from Anja about menstrual health, so this is where you can apply. So if you please visit our website that I put in the chat to learn more about the program. And also we also have a series of event upcoming. So please visit the website also to RSVP on our upcoming. So we will be having more talks and webinars to cover different life stages of a woman. So that will be all for today. Thank you everyone for your time and have a good evening.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep. Thank you.